In order to live our most abundant, joyful, and authentic lives, there are some categories of things that we need to start doing. But there are also some categories of things that we need to stop doing. And over apologizing is one of these major categories. So in this video, we're going to go through 3 major things that I highly recommend you stop apologizing for right now. If we're meeting for the first time, hi, I'm Higginson. I'm a mentor, speaker, and channel for awakening hearts and conscious creatives. So if that sounds like you, hit subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the content that I share around here. Let's dive in. First of all, I highly recommend that you become aware of the times that you apologize just for taking up space. So one of the areas that I notice this the most is in supermarkets. We walk around a supermarket, and if we happen to be in the same aisle as somebody else, when we walk past them, people say, "I'm sorry." And I understand that this is very much conditioned into us from a very young age and throughout our societal expectations. This is just what we do. But I want you to just notice that you actually have nothing to apologize about. You are entitled to take up space. You are entitled to be exactly where you are. And unless you bump into someone or you hit them accidentally with your trolley, you actually have nothing to apologize about. So if you're in that situation, if you're crossing someone in a corridor or coming through a doorway, and we all have those moments where it's a little bit awkward, you want to go, you want to let that person go, and everybody apologizes, there's no reason to apologize. You can just state that there's a slight awkwardness in getting past them if that is how you feel, but just smile and make your way through. Please stop apologizing. You are entitled to take up space. You belong on this planet just as much as anybody else, and you're allowed to walk down the aisle, walk down the corridor without needing to over-explain yourself. Another area of life where I see people apologizing way too much is when it comes to replying to emails, to messages, to social media, texts. Just because everybody has access to you through 17 different media channels and technology these days does not mean that they are entitled to a response immediately. You are in control of your own time and your own headspace. So it's really important to set boundaries on when you are available and in what ways you are available. If there are sometimes emergencies, like I get that, but often people send us a message at a time that is convenient to them without considering that maybe you're busy doing something else, that your time is being occupied somewhere else. So if we don't have strong boundaries around how we use social media, email, texts, we can very quickly become overwhelmed with the pressure to get back to people. And these are based on expectations that we place upon ourselves unnecessarily. So I want you to notice next time you have the urge to apologize when you're sending a text back after maybe half a day. Is it really unreasonable to take 12 hours to answer a question that's been sent to you on a device? Or maybe is your time, your energy, and your headspace your own to use and to really decide on your own terms when you are going to respond to those emails, those texts, and all of those different messages that we have on so many different social media avenues these days. The last circumstance where I see way too many people apologize is when they're just about to state their opinion. Have you ever found yourself saying, "I'm sorry, but," and then expressing how you feel or what you think? It happens way too often. And I just want to remind you that you are entitled to have your voice and you're entitled to express that voice. So of course there are some appropriate ways to express ourselves and some that are less appropriate. And there are some circumstances where certain opinions are, we are open to receiving that opinion. But as long as we state our opinion and use our voice with compassion and emotional intelligence, I really don't believe that there is any need to apologize. So that's my little loving pep talk to you, to stop apologizing for taking up space. Stop apologizing for taking control of your time, your energy, and your headspace. And most importantly of all, stop apologizing for having a voice. As long as we show up authentically as who we are and we express ourselves with compassion and emotional intelligence, I don't believe we can get this wrong. I really believe that what we are here to do in this lifetime is fully express ourselves and integrate who we truly are. And if you're not showing up as you, the whole world is missing out on the gifts and the authentic expression that you have to offer. So if you feel that I may support you in figuring out what that is and how to do that with more ease, then check out the links below and see how I may support you. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.